Hello, welcome back. Oh my god. Oh man, sometimes it does not pay to get too freaking comfy. Cause last time I looked at the clock, it said, hey, it's 7 o'clock. I'm like, okay, perfect. And then somehow between then and now, I got like super freaking comfy and fell asleep for like an hour, or actually more than an hour, I guess. How? But we are here. Bro, yeah, I 100% did not mean to. Okay, because I wanted to be making progress in this today. I mean, I still will be making progress today. But you know what I mean? What are we doing here again? Speak with Willard at the Cerulean processing plant? Trying to remember. Oh, right, because we're dealing with the Empire so that she can get her corrupted crystals. So she can test out her device. If I remember correctly. Okay, kind of like half remembering here. It's fine. Commander of the Villiers had word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think you can, not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand, the Flames Reconnaissance Scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raban's Push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing: getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Guardians could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein, that we might coordinate our counter strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be a welcome tidings. Interesting. Corporal Solomon. My soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Oricon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian Droughtsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. And my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices. Devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flame Station here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Smart. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this. I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. Once again, ask for your aid. We've been keeping a close eye on that Guardian garrison. It would seem the Imperials have began to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report just in, the The squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. We will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head on. I've apprised your fellow Signs of the situation, and I'm heartened to note that they will be joining the effort. Report to Lieutenant Alien, and lend her much welcome strength to the counteroffensive. I mean, it's supposed to be just like a nice, simple situation that we're getting through. Supposedly. A further marauder, I see. Was not expecting that of mood reader. But also, at the same time, not surprised, but also, hello, what? He perches on my shoulder? I didn't know you did that. Huh. Because as far as I was aware, only my little wind-up Nanaimo did that. Glad to have you with us, Jen. As I am sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garlands have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum. Meridianum? They didn't say it before, and I'm like, I don't think it's supposed to be pronounced that way, or at least I would not. Because just reading it doesn't sound like it should be pronounced that way, but hey, who am I to argue? The main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's talons. But we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. Ishgard? They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Hilbert. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bids you and your fellows come and lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have a little trouble contending with aught the Garlands might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting a restless hold up in Ulda, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to a counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. It would be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. To take this fight to the Garlands. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Signs shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column. You're with the Third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. So it should be at least a smaller amount compared to them. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuyohase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. I don't know why, but freaking Yu Yu Hakusho reminds me of, what was it called again? Yu Yu Hakusho? If I remember correctly, that's that, what was it? Spirit Detective one? From oh so long ago? Could be wrong. A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, son. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, the detached force we're sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we rout out all these would-be invaders. Or route. Tomato. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. Aye, this will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting. Look at him go, him and his little legs. Also, where am I going? Oh, just over here. But yeah, I wonder. Wait, hold on. I want to see something. Okay, not the same then. So I guess he just lands on your shoulder whenever? Because with the little wind-up doll thing that I had been using before... Yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? Alright, the little wind-up doll that I was using before, you could beckon at it, and then she would clamber up you, and then just sit on one of your shoulders. Kind of like he's doing right now. Except for if you beckon at him, he does nothing. I mean, it's still cute and adorable. Also, now I guess I have to worry about the problem of accidentally clicking on my menu instead of clicking on a enemy or trying to talk to somebody. So why are you stone boys are freaking close here? What is that, a lag? 2 and 1? It is 2 and 1. Sure, that's confusing. Are they attacking me as well? Oh, they are attacking me. I guess I accidentally attacked them or somehow. Oh, hold on. Maybe the auto target thing locked onto them next? Since they were, I guess, technically close enough? That's annoying. I'm glad I don't want to join your fate here, sir, because it's probably just taking on those lads. Interesting. Yeah, you seem grim-tired. I'll take that to mean that between us, more than a few Garlands won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they made us earn our pay. I'd be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Alien know that the west is now clear. I'd appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Ethelstein. Kind of feels weird that that was all that we had to do for that, though. Feels like there should have been more to it than that. you know? Yeah, Corporal, I went with the Guardians. The raiding parties are no more than excellent. The amount Minja, imagine? Damagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer any immediate danger, or in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. Again, that felt way too easy. Like we're somehow being lured into some trap. What is this? Heaven's Eye Materia 4? Ooh. Although I don't think my current equipment can use it though. I wonder though, the other weapon we were making our way towards eventually, this relic thing, I wonder if that's gonna be able to house materia. Huh. Must be anxious for a word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alien has reported a sound victory over the main column, and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Radigan lady with the large axe, to it appears she has chosen to remain at the side of the battle. Huh. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Tenlin is no place to wander alone. Even for a capable sword such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way. I wonder if she's starting her experiment already then. That's why she's just kind of over there by herself. Interesting. Oh, Moon Raider. Oh my god, really? Excuse me, little eyeball man. You are in the way. Get away. But yeah, she's 100% starting her freaking experiment. Hi.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
I mean, there was another one behind you.
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
I mean, you have a nice axe, I'll give you that.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea.
Oh?
Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it?
Interesting. Kinda explains their dynamic though, Urianger and her. But who's the other guy though that she's talking about? I wonder if she's talking about Louis Hua.
Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade.
I mean, does it actually have to be like a physical blade though? Because the blade that we used was not physical.
I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
Okay, family's last words there. Because what if it was just kind of like what she's got, like, as like the handle, and then have it so the blade is like at like the tip of the handle? Would that work? Just make the ether just gather
He senses
there?
me. A useful talent.
Yeah, we got ourselves a new one.
Henasian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth. Meddler.
Although I'm pretty sure we've also seen this mask design before. Oh, it's freaking umbrellas. What am I talking about?
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales.
Lord of the mutton chops.
And you have long been a thorn in my side.
Good.
I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
No, poor baby.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense.
I mean, kinda, but you're also kind of provoking everybody with just being here.
But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light.
Yeah. Frickin' Midgar Somer.
Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken.
Seal?
Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
Oh, is that the name of their god? I'm trying to remember if they actually mentioned that before.
What did that bastard want with us?
Because I know, like, they've mentioned, like, oh, the one
Nabriales, he
true
calls
god
himself.
before,
With
but...
charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious.
Child's play.
But this staff... You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff.
Uh-huh. I don't know why, but my first thought flickered to Louis Suarez's staff. Because, like, in, like, that opening cutscene where it's, like, showing off, like, the calamity. He didn't... I guess it'd be, like, the symbols of the gods that you gotta choose from pop up when they were trying to seal Bahamut. I wonder if that is the Zodiac of this world. I imagine so. It's also probably the staff that they're thinking of nabbing.
Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Suarez's staff. Minfilia's
Okay.
in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
I like how immediately my freaking theory gets confirmed. Fantastic. But also, isn't that staff in pieces right now as well? Man, also, why does it feel like somebody's about to freaking die here? Also, that's probably me jinxing it a little bit, but hey, that's fine. But that just feels like the way the story's going right now. That somehow somebody's gonna die before the freaking end, or before the beginning, I should say, of Heaven's Word. here? Master Louisoix's staff is kept at the shoulders, isn't it? Quickly now. Yeah, because isn't everybody... Oh. Up north. And also, it is gone already.
You two.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
Huh. So basically, until now, they were not able to get in here because of that? Interesting.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Hebrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on.
Interesting.
But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
I wonder what you meant by that being for La Hebrea and Elidibus. Being from like this world.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
Because I don't know if that means there is like a multiverse kind of thing going on. If that's what they mean, or it's just more of a reference to like the different player worlds.
You will not harm her!
I say, Rubita, you tried this before.
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
I mean, he wouldn't want it if we didn't have a way of, I guess, fixing it.
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings.
Huh. I wonder if that means then that the whole ceiling thing they try to do, where the other signs were, I guess, praying at those crystals, was them drawing ether? Along with the shields that he was able to utilize?
How else do you think Louisoix was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Oh, come on. She's not getting kidnapped again, is she? So your princess is in another freaking castle again. My god. I mean, like, I know she's strong-willed, but come on.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
I mean, hopefully she does not die. I mean, I did say it felt like somebody was going to die, but at the same time, why her? We just got her. I also quite like her as a character. Oh. I was not expecting dungeon. I'm sure she doesn't mind, right? So we just kind of sit here casually waiting for attention to appear. Even though definitely in this time we could definitely go, hey Tadru, yeah, could you come look after her? Yeah, no, minor details and all that. Oh. But yeah, also at some point I have to work on my blacksmithing in order to get to that. Because unfortunately, it's not one I can go and buy. Wait, maybe. I don't know if people actually would be selling that one or not. There we go. I'll have to check the check a board, I guess, afterwards to see if I can actually buy that or not. I haven't really used the board as far as finding items or not. But I'm hoping that I can just look up by item. Well, she's still alive. Fantastic, but I'm sure at this point, he has the staff already. Honestly, I'd be very surprised if he did not. Because if I was him, I'd just go hide the staff away somewhere else where the others could possibly find it if something happens to me. And that way we can guarantee you still have the staff. Fuck him. Here I am. Fuck off. You're no longer selective. Like bruh. Oh my god. What the frick, bro? I thought one was kind of like, oh. And I'm back into it again. Oh, come on. Okay. Ruthless Parole. Okay, that is here. Let's go. Ow. Oh, he's coming back to doing this shit again. Okay, stay away from those goddamn things, man. Behind the woo time. Hey, down the fucking bubble. Okay, hi, you have to get back at it again, sir. Rope. Okay, that was just the inevitable thing there. What the frick? Where are we now? Yeah, how about we don't stand there? Bro, do not see the big fucking meteor coming down. No, it's gonna stand there. Bro. Oh my god, what the frick? Wait, hold on. We just get like completely wiped there? Is that what happened? Bro. That's insane if we did actually get all wiped there. Okay, yeah, we didn't get wiped there because I just saw it. We go again. That is insane. There's another one over here. Let's get that one. There we go. I imagine we're supposed to be wiping out the little shadow sprite things here and there. They're everywhere. But yeah, I wonder if I'm supposed to be using freaking Home Gang to weather that attack. Because otherwise, that is insane. So yeah, I was just experimenting, guessing he does fully resist it. And fantastic. Why does he get to resist her? it. Okay, where's he going again? Oh, he's just going this again, this again, this again. Okay, where's it? There should be. It was right. Hey. Look at this. I think there should be a second one. Ow. You fucking bombed everywhere. Oh, they got that one. Nice. Apparently there was more than one. Or more than two, I should say. Ow. Lordy, keep running. Oh my god, bro. Okay, end of the next stage. Like that we're back here again, bro. To get the meteors. Oh, wait, what? Can't take. Ow! What the frick? Oh my god, bro. What do we take the meter? What does that mean? Oh. That's what they mean by standing in. That kind of makes sense. In a weird way. What exactly does that mean? I don't know if I'm supposed to tank those or not. In the literal sense. So it just kind of feels like that does whoever's closest. Or, well, not really closest so much as like a. Or if I'm supposed to bring these goddamn things. Ow! Who's a rope? Ah, boy. this again, eh? I'll wait. Run! Who's get away from that her? What? That's a thing? Where is it? There he is. Oh my god. What the hell is this? This thing down to time? Okay, so something about us taking on meteors? Oh boy. Ow. It's fine. Nope. Oh. Okay. So maybe we did do it right this time. Oh god. It's too fast. Nice. Secret Agent Man. Is that anything like Secret Agent Man? But yeah, okay, so we did do it correctly. But yeah, I did not realize that we, the tanks, had to do that. Because I thought, oh, avoid. But I guess we were absorbing damage for the rest of the party, like we were supposed to, I guess. Ah, fuck's sake. Fuck, I give up. It's fine. Keep me out of here. Because apparently I keep freaking fat-fingering shit and I can't do the nice little apostrophe thing.
Thank the 12.
Yeah, what about you? Oh? Are we going to put into practice our soul thing? I mean, would be as good as time as any.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
Huh. Again, testing time?
There will be no next time. This is the end.
Hopefully. we just need the other device she's got to, maybe, hopefully,
What trickery is this? No. No. Cannot. No.
Okay, we know at least this part works. Yeah, what about the destroying part, though?
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
That's right, I'm not a mage, but I'll still use it anyways.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
Oh? Is that his doing? The shield?
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Uh-oh. Not good.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
I say, should you really be moving right now?
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis, I understand now. The choice you made.
Okay, why does she speak as if she's about to freaking sacrifice herself?
In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
No, come on.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Interesting choice of last words, huh? God damn. I mean, we can do it, but at what fucking cost, though?
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
Well, that fucking sucks. I liked her as a character.
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead.
Yeah, one of them. But also, do we have a way of making another one of those?
This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
Physically, yes. Mentally, no.
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
Yeah, as I say, I think it's about time we explain to them what happened here.
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Yeah, also, how is Rigon J gonna take this?
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Huh. So then she probably was gonna die anyways then.
Does Ariange know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands.
Interesting.
In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence.
I can imagine.
Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart.
I'm not sure about the doubt part. Because you did say that she understood just before she touched the light.
Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Because I wonder if Urianger had any unspoken feelings.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Especially if you need a hug, unwanted or not. Also, it's getting a little warm. But yeah, I wonder if the device she left behind will serve as, I guess, a similar thing then to the staff. Because I still think that thing's gonna become like the handle we desire for the blade. Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Charlian Manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life and mourn her passing. Like, I was like, nice somber moment, a moment of silence, then Quest is like, hooray, you completed your quest, sir. Like, is this the time? Really? Aw, man. This Moonbreeder was a native of Charlian. I feel it's only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? This monument found at Retherfrost and is sacred to the Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. If the frickin' Mother Crystal even exists anymore at this point in time. Because either A, we've been cut off from Hydaelyn completely at this point, or that vision we saw at the end of Realm Reborn of the big old Mother Crystal being dark. Maybe that's why, as well. Oh man, frick, still nothing for that as well, eh? Whoa, what the frick? Cinema roll? Like, after the freaking Sanrio character? Lunar Barding. Ooh. Lunar Barding... Wait, I think these are all different sets, though. Lunar Barding... Barding of Divine Light. And Titania Barding. Huh. I guess they just put together their own. Callan Vernell. Interesting. Okay, what did I want to do? No, not that. There. I say, was there a thing here? Probably not. Okay, we'll go do that quickly. Okay. Where's this? This is like down here? I still love the fact that we're able to do this, though. Just fly over the water as we will. That's to say, where are the others? Or am I just early? I mean, this place does have a nice view, at least.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price.
I mean, at least for when there is a next time, we should hopefully be more prepared.
But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Huh. Hi?
Life for death. A fair exchange.
Also, hi, Midgard's Homer, sir. Also, can they hear him?
Other bargains will be struck.
Don't like the sound of that. Interesting. But I was also kind of hoping that Uri and Jay would have been here at least for this. So not gonna like half expected him just to kind of show up afterwards. Because again, the man is very much an introvert. We also just realized that's a freaking crystallized tree. He's kind of pretty. And then it gets like a nice view of the Midgard Sommer's body. Get the freaking crystal tower in the background. Oh man. Just when we got like another interesting character into the mix. That had to freaking happen. Like, bro. Oh, man. Though we've said our farewells, the power of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as antecedent, 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Also, I just thought about this, but freaking Alphino does not know about this either yet. But we're just inspired. Huh. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree? Yeah. 'Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. Yeah, basically, honor her sacrifice by continuing forward, making more progress, making sure more of the Ascians disappear, while others do not disappear. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Mubrita, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Also, I love the fact from my armor here, how the tail is supposed to be coming out of this little hole here, but it's like off to the side. It's like, close yet so close. Yes. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will not be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words. A reaffirmation of my own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Jin. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. I mean, to be fair, a victory won, a combat lost, to honor the fallen, the living forge ever on, towards the light of a new day. Interesting. But yeah, probably she sees us as like another pillar of strength which she can rely upon. It's because we both share the same gift and kind of bonded over that. Have you a moment, Jin? I believe Yida wished a word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She has not been herself since Moonbrita's passing. My heart aches to see her so downcast. I mean, yeah, from what I could tell, she kind of saw Moonbrita as like a older sister almost. Also, Mask of Grief is very apt sometimes. Because when it comes to this sort of thing, some people are kind of open about how they feel, and other people just kind of bottle it all up. And just put on essentially a mask so other people don't worry about them. Like this. Hey, it's Jin. Great. Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just so hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago. It's ready to be picked up. Ooh, what does a moon daisy look like? And the trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times. And, well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you. Dan the Daisy. Dan Ratherfrost. Huh. Now, did Moonbrita like moon daisies, or you chose moon daisies because they got moon in them? I'm kind of curious what they actually look like. I wonder if they got like a lunar type glow to them. Imagine if it was just like a white flower, but then it kind of glowed at night, like the moon. Yes, I know, the moon does not glow, it reflects light, but you know what I mean. What can I do for you today, adventurer? Another trinket to train? Yeah, flower payment. Eh? Yeah, I think you running errands, you know? Damn signs really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Send the savior of yours to the bleeding market. Fine, use your time, that is. Seriously though, you best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking out the chocobo stables next. I mean, can't we just explain, hey, yeah, the flowers are for a friend that we just lost? Lighten up a bit, Reina. Anyway, what was it that you were here to pick? The moon laser, was it? Ah, here. Then I take it. And tell the needle lass that I got a wide selection of headboard in stock. If she decides to replace that dowdy old mask of hers. God knows she needs to. The guy again. Okay, so we don't actually get to see what it looks like until, I guess, the cutscene. Yeah, again, a nice simple explanation of, we just lost a comrade. Please shut the fuck up about your wares and stuff. For 2 seconds. Like, yes, I know, a fucking born salesman, but at the same time... common courtesy. One of those, it's a time and place for everything. Okay, what did this moon laser look like anyway? Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. When I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says it again, and then again, and then again. She's a merchant, she's trying to hawk her wares. What I mean to say is, I really do appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Here, flower. Again, I hate the fact that they just use one little flower image for everything, including dead bodies. Which at least kind of makes sense. We really love these things, you know? Hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her. No, it just looks like the image.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
Oh, was you have a few more words?
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Oh? Again, it's so weird that I'm the only one who can actually hear him. Oh, the dragons he was talking about before, answering his call.
Is that what I think it is?
Dragon's Eye.
Hello, can you hear me? We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Sounds like those defenses of theirs are not holding out this time. Saying, oh yeah, we've weathered all these fucking attacks before, we'll be fine, sir. And like I said before, it's not gonna be like that this time. But yeah, we kind of figured it was gonna go this way anyways. Huh. Okay, so we have this going on, but also at the same time, has Alpha no even found out about what happened here yet? Or is this now when we tell him, hey, by the way, this happened? My apologies for the interruption, but, my apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbreeder's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Karthus will soon arrive. We'll get to see the Lady Knight again. I must hasten to hear a report. More than likely it's gonna be, oh yeah, by the way, Ishgard is burning. Ooh. Surprise, surprise, if that is gonna be the case. Or say, not surprised. The envoy is here. Welcome back, Lucia. I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forego the usual pleasantries if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravians? Or Javanians? Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. And the first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Emmerich himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights, and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, such may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. And they will. You paint a grim picture, my lady. Is it reinforcements you seek, then? We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Emmerich would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well. I shall depart for Karthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Signs of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the grand companies of Eorza. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzan Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. Like, yeah, you told us basically to fuck off for, like, the last couple of things that we need you for. Now you come to us and, like, you're like, hey, can you help us? But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the heads of the grand companies. Yeah, also not to mention on top of all this that the Sultan is getting ready to dissolve everything. As far as like the current government standing in Ul'dah. So there's a lot of things going on right now. In the event that your plea does not receive a favorable answer, note that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. Well, that is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Emmerich's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Midgar somber and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over your foe, or our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. Not that I can bear the title of Warrior of Light anymore. It would seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Jim. Interesting. The heck is that? Oh, I wonder if that's like a aerial defense system? What's happening here? Oh. Ice Heart? That means Shiva's gonna be back again.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Okay, so she undid the defenses of the city and now the Devonians come in, right? Oh, lovely. Because I wonder if that means we don't get a visit Ishgard. Defenders for Ishgard. Crazy. Interesting. Okay, so we're in the last little chunk of quests here. Because we're Defenders for Ishgard right now. Just the second one in. So we have 15 quests left still. But also looks like three dungeons we have to go and do. Much like the primal one. Apparently, once we get to a certain quest, it'll be like, yeah, you have to go complete these ones first. So it's a good thing I got that unlocked then. The fucking crazy ass 24-man dungeon thing. Again, still have no idea how that is going to work. Oop, not that one. I'm going to just cut that. It should be here and here. Crazy, sir. Also, I'm out of water. Give me a second. I shall be right back. Okay, I'm back. Also, apparently I never even muted myself. Fantastic. Although I swear that I did. Apparently I did not. Man, that's fine. Hey, right, what are we doing? Back to the usual room then. Oh, maybe not. No. Seems that I was the swifter Jin. You too, however, have arrived with time to spare, for our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about camp tell of some matter of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot. Oh, dragons assaulting, what essentially is their capital. Yeeks, it should be just like this over here. Where we gonna find out? Hey, yeah, by the way, the have breached the defenses here. The gates of judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. If a first line of defense can be so easily shattered, we need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine. Aw, he's worried for his mom. Heretic scum! How dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. Tender-hooked Temple Knight. What the hell does that mean? Tender-hooked. I have never heard that fucking term before. What the heck is tender-hooked? To be in a state of nervous suspense, anxious anticipation, or tense uncertainty while waiting for something to happen. Oh. Again, this game really likes using old-ass frickin' English words. They don't get used a lot anymore, or basically at all at this point. And yes, I know, it's in line with the frickin' world itself, but come on. Alvino? It would seem the heretic struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard. Scions, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. My apologies, we chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates. I thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Then you've learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Ishgard led a force of her followers against our defenders and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Amric awaits you. Lady Ishgard has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we were bid, return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Hausfont will know where Sir Amric means to receive us. I mean, I'm assuming it's just in the usual little room as well. Where we held our meetings before. It is reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Stop! You did not come here to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and will treat with you in the intercessory. Okay, so just the usual then. Interesting. Wonder how calm he's gonna be about all this. I was hoping we could voice acting again. It's a nice voice to listen to. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Ishgard and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, but we are but recently returned from the Gates of Judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before I move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally. Estinine? Oh? Oh, a dragoon. May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. I mean, that was kind of one of the other ones I was tempted to go with, because I was like, well, it's a freaking dragoon, why not go for it? They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lance, Estinine is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and thus contend with any Dravanian. You flattered me overmuch, Lord Commander. Because usually in like any other Final Fantasy game that has like the class system, usually Dragoon was like a really, really good one to go with. Because usually it was a pretty powerful class. So, you are the adventurer of whom they spoke. I see now why my blood fair sang in anticipation of our meeting. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Ishgard's design. As confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates, it would seem that Lady Ishgard and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg? Nidhogg. One of the 7 great worms. Oh. That's probably one of Midgard Somer's children then. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Heldred, the beast is said to have terrorized Korthus since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many of the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldreth plucked from the beast, from the bested worm's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of its strength, or his strength, sorry, and then no wall award we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. Huh. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. Because I think rancor, if I remember correctly, is kind of like wrath, anger. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard. surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, the dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. Huh. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the Grey Worms. They who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. Yeah, because usually for like any depiction of like dragons and like stories and stuff is kind of usually along this kind of line where they're like, oh, they are around for a very long ass time. They're usually pretty damn powerful. Or at least in like the Western depictions of dragons anyways. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg at last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Ishgard is in league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. I mean, she kept saying that the sons must pay for their father's misdeeds, and she has been helping the dragons get in so far. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem. You've described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander. Yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the yours in alliance, I requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon. You refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Korthus would be buried in snow. The land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Guardians' arrival, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Korthus. Yeah, because if nobody's there and it's just freaking wild beasts, hey, freaking free land. They would not even have to draw steel. And then we would also lose an ally in that sense as well. An imperial province sharing a border with Mordona. Seven hells. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The war of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Yorza will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon to the matter of the roar. Allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Hence why he has the powers of a dragon, then. Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you. The eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wherever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Oh, so basically he can hear Nidhogg and then I can hear Midgard Sommer then. Although that probably doesn't allow me to hear Nidhogg, and that probably doesn't allow him to hear Sommer then. The worm who roared? Was Nidhogg, aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danovan's collar and shatter the remaining wars that protect the city. There can be no doubt. The worm has summoned his minions to war. So basically he has the same power as Midgard Sommer then over the other dragons. And they probably cannot refuse him. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at the very least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in a common cause. Emmerich was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. To be fair, sir, you would do the exact same anyways. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect the softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made and soon. Though, before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make a report to the antecedent. Okay, back to Mardone it is then. And then at some point we're going to be running into the problem of having to go dungeon diving for 3 dungeons. Thankfully though, I did go and kind of get that stuff kind of set up before. Since they did tell me, hey, by the way, you're going to have to do some of this. Now I wonder if all 3 are going to be like the big 24-man raids then. Because I wonder if, like, more of them are going to be like that, not just like the 8-man ones we've been doing. Because I thought it was going to go, like, 4, then 8, then 16, and then 24.
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Not very good things.
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Yeah.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
At least the first one, anyways.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Also, even if they did still have their defenses in place, would that have even done anything to stop Nidhogg?
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war.
And again, what choice do we have?
But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
This is gonna be interesting. Because I wonder if that's what's gonna be like the end of this set of quests, then it will be like that big battle. Hilbert? What did he just tell you, Hase? Interesting. Interesting. Time. Okay, so the one we have to look out for is a time to every purpose. So we just got a few more to go then, because we're only at volunteer dragons there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more quests that we gotta go through before that one pops up then. Alright, so we just got a ways to go then. Nice. I've bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as its intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. Small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support, I'd leave to Alphino. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of your own security, or of our own security. A Revenant's toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Korthus. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slaffborn on the brewing conflict, and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I mean, doesn't our place also have its own little ward? I can only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, though, might I suggest that you have Tataru accompany you? She has a talent for administration, and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, even though my window's closed, down that side of my place, I can still smell my freaking neighbor smoking weed. Nasty shit. Oh. I'm hoping by closing my freaking door, then it kind of stops the smell a little bit. Tataru. We are rather close to Korthus, aren't we? Best see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, we also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Jin. I have 101 things to discuss with Laughborn, which I'm sure he's gonna be oh so happy about. He's gonna be like, what? What do you want now? You want me to do what? Yeah, I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Korthus, then the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as a temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I am certain headquarters will say the same. There'll be no official Adventurers Guild presence at the siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf. You might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll, I dare say. There are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Indeed we do. Hey, look, this man over here. Or sorry, lady. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, Rio. Yeah, hi, what's up? Why are we talking over here? Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess. But that ain't why I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to the scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Island Migo by the name of Wilred was there with the fourth that day. And I want to know if you've seen him since, have you? Yes, that's that lad, but also, why are you asking? But also, to be fair, we have not. God damn it, I've feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like that the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilred stopped turning up for duty, them black market weapons went missing from our vault in Ul'dah. So then he disappeared with the weapons then? So now, of course, half the Braves suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing as binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Willard's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp among wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorza, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. Not after the frickin' thrash we gave him last time. And then, this is just between you and me, mind. There's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves numbers not adding up. There's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on, and I'll bet me good eye that it ain't young Wilred. Any road, you've got a reward to wait, so let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Jun. I'm hoping this is not like, hey, this is your last meeting with me. I too now but to frick disappear. Interesting. Who are we talking to over here? Here? Here. Volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. The dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. 'Twas to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventure in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddle behind an icy wall. Which makes sense as I use a frickin' lancer. Interesting. Oh, never mind. I thought that was gonna be like inside. Sell me blade to the Ishgardians? Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'll slay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before, you know. I watched me like a bloody hawk, he did. Still, I put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. Oh, so, okay, we're now 1 out of 4. That's not great, freaking 25% of the lands. Well, the last one here, because you kind of look like you're like a white mage almost, or an astrologian. So, Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its rings, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of the siege, those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. But I've pledged myself to guard Revenant's toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do, what to do? I mean, I assume that's a no then? To be fair, it's kind of the same thing. Because fighting there would also be kind of guarding this place, in a sense. Would it not? I also like how this guy's still a freaking AFK here. Ah, there you are, Jane. So, did you sway any hearts? 1 or 2, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slappord's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say 1 Revenant's Toll veteran is worth a dozen of clanking knights at least. At least that you hope, anyways. Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been word from Alphino. Apparently, the Alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss Ishgard's plight. As they've requested your presence as usual. Anyway, you'd best make your way to Ul'dah, or you'll be late. Alphino said that he would meet you on the Royal Promenade. Interesting. So why is that guy just passed out there anyways? Random. Okay, and then that, and then we need Chamber of Okay. Because I don't imagine the Sultan has dissolved by now. That might happen after this. My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I'd hoped to proceed with these negotiations 1 leader at a time. But it seems my urgent requests for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. I mean, needless to say, I feel obliged to attend. It'll be easier for us anyways. The Alliance leaders are already seated within. Let us join them, shall we? Please let there be voice acting in this. Be kind of weird if they didn't have voice acting for this part.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
But
then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Brave's intervention.
Ul'dah has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but 2 of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard. Not when our own homes are still under siege.
yeah, because I think at this point everybody's being kind of pulled in with everything going on. Although I'm sure they would like to lend a look.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
Yeah, but also, they still have other duties to attend to as well, not just yours alone, sir.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed.
I don't know, it kind of seems like at times that Alphinaud has just the reasonings of a child. Like, oh, you must do this, because, you know, I say so. Or just only sees it one way.
Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest.
Because again, we're still a very long ways off from a united Yorza.
If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again. If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard.
Would that be wise, though?
Your Grace?
Isn't the Brass Blades under basically the control of Adelgi?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Okay, that was weird. Or maybe her mind's just kind of preoccupied with what she has to do. It kind of feels like Raban picked up on that a little bit.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
That's like physically speaking.
Carry on.
But yeah, she seems very preoccupied with what she's got to do. Because I'm assuming still he does not know what she intends to do with it. Once again, I owe you an apology. Seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Hausfont and Sir Amarek to their fate. Must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as yours as guardians. Again, that's just the way you kind of see it there, sir. Captain Hilbert, what news? The assault has begun. We've but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Durndir at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights, and thin the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able. Jin, I would have you and your adventurer allies bolster the defenses at the Steps of Faith. Report first to Sir Marshallane at the Gates of Judgment, and he'll direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Oh boy, and then we are off and running yet again, sir. That means we are going to courses Camp Dragonhead. Iteration. Okay, wham. That should be more going... just over here again. Dum bum dum dum. You were the appointed captain of the sellsword contingent? Then welcome. There's no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Highlands. I've assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present, I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Faith and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishers are slain. So, not a dungeon? Where are we going, sir? Hey, we're going over there, are we? Cause I thought when it said, oh, you and your fellow adventurers, I thought it was going to be like a dungeon we're going in. Apparently not a dungeon, sir. Or maybe we're just headed up here anyways. Oh, well, things seem to have taken a turn for the worse, sir. I already know where I was going with that. Bam. Damn dragons again. Ooh, I'm on, boys. Hello, sir. The other one. Okay. What do we have? So where are we going? This way? Oh, going over here now. What? What do you mean, sir? Ration. Bum bum, brum bum ba dum. Also, by the time we get there, most of our stuff should be done and ready to use again. I see where we're going, sir. I see all these. Okay, all these lads. Hello. Freaking the whole dragon scouting. Bye bam. Okay, a little aggressive, are they? They're not very strong, it seems. Imagine there's a wave here. Hi, sir. Oh, are you a big lad, are you? Tanker, I'll give him that. I mean, might as well while I'm here, right? More than likely, we're gonna try to lead it. So some of these lads are also gonna be part of that. Aye, sir. Oop, that's not what I meant. That's fine. That is what I meant to do last time. Okay, perfect. Then I don't have to hunt them down later. But I think we're going back to Azurgo. Yeah, we're going back to him again now. And again, we can save some of the hunting stuff for later. I just wanted to do those while I was there. Ah, itchy. Okay, now dungeon perchance. That is a fat-ass chocobo. What news, adventurer? The reinforcements? That testament, did you say? Dravanian devils, damn their skeely hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. Ooh, quick arm. Oh, this is skill. Okay, I don't need either of these. I wonder if we could sell those on the market then. Which also, before I forget, I also need to check that as well at some point. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know that it is, know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lies the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. Hence, steps of faith, since they have their whole little holy sea religion thing going on. More than simply a means to cross the sea of clouds, or sea of clouds. The bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Danafin's collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, That thrice-damned witch, Ishgard, stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It should be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. Huh. Maybe that's what those little, what I thought aerial defense things are. Those are just the places where the wards are. 3 yet remain, and we've dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. I should hope that includes us as well, yes? Alpha, no? Oh, Tancred. The signs of the 7th dawn? You cannot well stand idly by while the horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, to do otherwise would go against all that Master Louisoix has taught us. As for where we may be of most assistance, I think it prudent we divide into 2 groups. Yeet and I will join the rear guard. Right. If the dragons should reach us, we'll be sure to give them what for. Thank you, all of you. Please speak with me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the horde. So I wonder if that means just Stola and Thancred will be by themselves? If we're dividing up in that way? I trust you're ready then. Good. Come, let us make for the battlefield. Ooh. Item level 110 for level sync and level 50 for that. Oh, meat hog, I presume? Damn, he a big boy. Oh my god. Also, still why there's all question mark levels. Accept the fury into your heart and defend this bridge with your life's blood. Protect the holy sea of Ishgard. So, wow, hey! What? Did I select me? I don't know.
Let's finish this quickly, shall we? I shall make it quick.
I select. Okay, maybe I'm only allowed to select ones? That's annoying. I'll finally choose that. It is very so close to that thing. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not even a timer thing. Then we were just like this now. Okay, how about we fucking sprint to the lands?
Ether,
Unless this is some noise. Like, my God, sir. Even a hack on his goddamn freaking toes, it'll be fine. Oh, come on. I thought I got out of that in time. Why did I not? Oh, come on. Really? That gave me barely any time to freaking avoid. My God. Yes, something tells me this is gonna be all for naught enemies. They'll still get it. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, what the hell is this thing? Take care of that thing. Oh, fuck, really? Okay, wow. Oh boy. Yeah. Try it, right? So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish mine healed for a bit more. Okay, last time that was it. Yeah, there we go. That is what I was expecting. Ow! Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Can we even kill this? Also, this is freaking Bishop. This is not even Nidhogg. I thought. Assuming we're going all the— Ow! What the fuck? Bro! Not fair, sir. You ram me smack for that. Oh my god, really? He's also putting this to that? And a bitch. Ow. Okay, but at least got healed for that. Yeah, I didn't do the damage yet, but the answer here was a perfect tickle in the man. Dragon died. Oh my god, he is absolutely freaking. Oh. Hello, Dragon Boy. Oh my god, we're about to get knocked back. At least we have one of that, that's fine. Okay, crap. Ow. Maybe some way that way. Oh boy. I think I messed it up. I think I pressed fucking 5 instead of 4. Nice. God damn. But also I'm assuming the Needhog man, dragon, is gonna be even bigger than that man. I mean, if he is a child of Midgar's Omer, I'd imagine so. The dragons, they are withdrawing. Victory is ours, at least for today anyways. Also, that's a hell of a cannon they got there. I'm assuming one fires and they rotate and fire another one? One of Needhog's greatest champions, slain. The Horde will not recover. Will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Needhog? Why did you not join your minions and make of this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Ishgard and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Needhog, and only your death will sate my lands. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting, sir. Jin, the dragons are routed. Unless you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce. But my Crystal Braves were not found wanting. That's what I say, Sir Amaric. Commander Levalier, Jin, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray, let us meet anon that I might express my thanks with the proper courtesy. Yeah, also not to mention, they probably have to, get the wards back up again? Though I imagine they'll be able to just kind of smash through them again like they were doing before. Should they have a sufficient force? Or have somebody like the big old dragon that we were fighting. We have indeed achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. Equally significant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Oh, maybe that's how we get access to the Foundation, then. Because it said not until Heaven's words. That must be what that meant then. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Asians and the Empire. But step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you've won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. Huh. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilberd back to Ul'dah and reassign those braves whose squads suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. Interesting. We will see to informing the other nations of what took place here. Do be sure to give our regards to Minfilia. Interesting. That's not what I want. How about I just do this time? Okay, back to Mordona. Because I think we're pretty close to the ones we need. Oh no, actually we're still a few quests off then. Never mind. I thought we were closer to the other one than I thought we were. Guess we're not. Also, it's almost freaking midnight. How is it almost freaking midnight already? Crazy. To be fair, I did kind of start a lot later than I intended. And thankfully, it's also freaking Friday tomorrow. Ah, Jin, welcome back. Alphino sent word of the siege, and, of course, of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Jin. Thank you. I mean, I'm just freaking... What skill speed, spell speed? I guess it doesn't matter. Broken bridges. Interesting. You must be Regen, and now may very well be your only chance to Well, strike that thought. Kataru? What's hi? I'm here. A messenger from Ulda arrived with a missive for you. One of this is about her plans. The Sultana's plans. The Royal Seal. Curious indeed. Because I wonder if that's what we're dealing with next, is that. Yeah, an invitation. Probably an invitation to witness the dissolving of everything. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Majesty, Royal Majesty Namo, invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ulda. In honor of Ishgard's recent victory. Again, it feels like that is only like the feigned reason for this. It seems we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege. You for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurous contingent. The Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. Again, I don't think that's the reason for this in its entirety. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share the glory of your triumph? But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn Moonbrita, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the time, grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It'd be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about a monumentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. And please, let me know if there's anything else I can do. Why are you sighing? Or maybe she's just worried about her. Maybe she just wishes she could do more. Curious, I've never known Tataru decide such requests. Could aught be amiss? Mayhaps not. Interesting. What is little Tataru up to? What is she sad about here? Oh, she seems to be gone. Yeah. Oh, no, really? Flamin? Tataru, I believe she stepped outside. Now that I think on it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Probably has to do with, Moonbrita passing away. If I had to wager, I guess. Ew, not even near freaking Slapboard. I mean, at least it should be pretty easy to freaking spot here. I say you should, but also she's goddamn little Lagaville. Ah, there she is. How about I just look for the nice big frickin' story symbol? Oh, Jin, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the tiring trials you and the others face every day. That's why I should probably talk to Minfili before things get any worse. You always know what to say, Jin. I'm glad we had this little chat. Right. I think she just needs somebody to frickin' vent to. Also, believe that little frickin' drop me 7-Eleven? Bruh. Frick. But again, she's probably stressing the fuck out that she can't really do anything. Or at least not in the same capacity as the rest of us. If I had to try and figure out why she's kind of sighing. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Jin made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. Oh? I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you have certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying in bed is far from your intent. You know me too well, antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventures in the Crystal Braves, the Signs are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hori Boulder and Kultanat have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. Okay. Does that mean she wants to be like a white mage or something? And so it seems only right that I, too, should acquire the power to defend myself. And others, more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Well, they nearly took him out at the knee. That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Chatterer so determined. As aught befell, with which I might help, antecedent? Not at the present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. And I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars and trust you to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard, which will be us then. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party. Very well. I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, antecedent. I take my leave of you. Or maybe, I mean, it wouldn't be Tadru. Right? But also interesting. So what is next? Unexpected ambition? Oh, two of them? Can I accept both of them? The power to defend oneself. Tataru has never been full of surprises. Now that I think on it, I do recall J mentioning that she had developed an interest in Arcanema. Yeah, she wants to be an Arcanist, which I think is still under the healing role, right? Mayhap she hopes to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Laminsa. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind as to join to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but I am sure that I am not alone in my concern for her safety. Yeah, okay, also, the other one as well. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hori Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I am sorry to say that I have as yet been unable to do so. Now I realize that you are rather more than a capable adventurer, that escort duties frankly beneath the man of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. I mean, I kind of figured to go this way anyways. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist us in this matter? Generous to a fault. I thank you. Now, it only seems fair that I explain the import of the task in question. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Yorza, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, and so we ask the adventurers in our service to serve as escorts. Horibold and Coltonet were to act as two such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Due to injury, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. You truly are a pillar of strength, Jin. I'm assuming my boy nodded. I cannot see my boy's head behind my yanks. Horibold will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. But first and foremost, back to Limsa. I also wanted to check the freaking board while I'm here as well. It's what I want to do. Net, where is Hawker's Alley? I mean, we're probably close enough to look anyways, but also... market board. Fuck, what was it called again that I needed? Oh, it's right there. How about, Barbarians, Bardiche? Oh. No items found. Okay, so then I have to indeed go and do it myself then. Interesting. Very interesting. Aye. In that case, I'm gonna leave it here for now since it's already goddamn midnight. Now I'm kind of torn between going off and leveling up my archer for that part, or do I want to go off and start leveling up my blacksmith thing in order to get that done as well? Guess I'll have to kind of research what level I need to be for the Bardiche in order to actually craft the thing. But no, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the rest of your day, evening, where it may be, and I shall be back again tomorrow. Well, hopefully I can actually remember to be on at a decent time. Hey, and frickin' Breezy's on. He's playing more of a Gosha Yote. Hopefully he's been enjoying it. Because that was a goddamn good game. But no. Goodbye, have fun, I shall see you guys tomorrow. In 3, 2, 1, and goodbye.